Welcome to Crow and Klein. Here today with an energetic check-in, and I have the Enchanted for Ahaxa. I'm not sure that I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm butchering that. And our overall card of focus today is the Moon. Okay. And in this particular deck, the Moon speaks of illusions. Okay. It speaks of the little inner demons, right, that are sort of formed by self-doubt and despair. They're created by our fear and our self-doubt. Usually erroneous beliefs about ourselves that probably have been planted there by other people. Maybe we heard them so many times that they just sort of became part of our dialogue, whether they're true or not, right? And these shadows can affect how we see our reality. So the Moon card today is asking that if we're in a challenging situation, and obviously the Moon is very emotional too, so it's probably a challenging situation that is full of emotion. We need to take a look at that from a realistic vantage point. Okay, are we putting our own spin on it because of our own inner shadows? Are we looking at it in a realistic fashion, or are we coming at it from fear and self-doubt? Okay, it's taking a realistic look at how we can spin reality to suit our own narrative. Are you brave enough to take a look at a situation from a truthful perspective? From an honest perspective? Can you be honest with yourself? Can you acknowledge that some of the thoughts you have about yourself are not true? It's time to get into the shadows, I guess, right? Here we go. Buckle up. Woo. That's a nice heavy one today. Okay. Well, you know what? If we're going to go into the shadows, we're going all in. So I have the Mermaid Tarot, which of course is very watery and very emotional. So we're going to use that today. I'll go ahead. I did pre-shuffle, but I'm going to shuffle a few more times, and so I have time to tell you all how much I appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here. And I appreciate all the views, the likes, subscribes, the shares. Thank you for the coffee. All of my information is in the drop-down box. There's PayPal link. There's, I'm doing personal readings only through direct contact with me through my email, okay? So anyway, thank you again so much for being here, and let's look at our illusions versus our reality, right? Okay. All right, well, coming out right away is the Nine of Cups. So this is the nature of, right? This is emotional wish fulfillment. This is joy and contentment for you. All right. Coming out in your energy is the World, and this is all about completions. This is ending a karmic cycle. So this is definitely a karmic lesson for you, learning to discern what is true and what comes from your place of fear, okay? And keeping in mind, this is celebration and community. All right, so with the World card coming out for your energy in this situation, this is definitely a karmic lesson that's been learned, okay? So the nature of the Moon card asks us if we can discern truth from illusion formed by our wackadoodle, self-doubt, and fearful mind, right? The cards coming out so far are telling me that you absolutely have figured out how to do this. And you're happy about it, and you're celebrating. Okay? All right, let's get a card for this Nine of Cups. So this is confirmation for someone that you have definitely gone through the flames and come out the other side. Like this was a hard lesson. This is a hard lesson for any of us to learn. Yeah. Look at you. Yeah, you are definitely in your heart space. Now, cups are emotional, definitely, but the King of Cups coming out on top of your emotional wish fulfillment of the 9 shows that you have reached a level of emotional maturity. Now, to me, that says, or that means, you know, when you are dealing with any shadow or illusions that are coming up, that you are understanding where they're coming from and you are working with those, right? Because we're ending that cycle. Good job. All right, let's see the world. Yeah. I know, I laugh when I get these cards that I love so much. So the Hierophant, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is ancestral. This may have been a lesson. Maybe you've tried to learn this lesson through many lifetimes. This could be breaking ancestral patterns. This is your energy. It really feels like you're in the Hall of Records, you're in the Akashic Records, and ending this crazy cycle, right? You're writing it in the book. You're finishing the documents. This feels like it's possibly generational karmic lesson that you are completing for more than just you. Okay. Whew. Well, and that makes sense because it is an issue that we all have, right? You know, I don't know about you, but growing up as a kid, the way that we were made to obey and behave ourselves was through shame and punishment. Okay? Now, I didn't do that with my kid. He's amazing. But there are a lot of us out there who were raised the way I was that are continuing to raise children that way. And, you know, I'm discipline means something for everybody else, but the shame, you know, of being raised that way can kind of stick with you for a long time, and it anchors in a lot of these erroneous beliefs that we have about ourselves, whether it was intentional or not, because sometimes things are said, you know, words are things that we can never ever take back. Ever. Even if we say something mean to somebody or someone says something really mean and cruel to us, we cannot take them back. We can apologize, but those words are forever burned into that person's mind, whether it's yours or somebody else, right? So this is beautiful energy that you are in, because what I am reading from this is that you are ending this cycle of this shame and, you know, erroneous beliefs about ourselves, about yourself. You're ending that, but you're not ending it just for you. You're ending that for, it's an ancestral karmic cycle. You're breaking cycles. Okay? Holy cannoli. Who are you? This is beautiful. Congratulations. I am really, really proud of you for doing this. This takes a lot of courage, and I know it is hard work. It is really, really hard work. Okay, well, we have 3 cards. Do we take them? I'm just going to take them, okay? And they're coming out in this position here. So, yeah, you are moving forward in a new way, right? A new way of doing things, a new inspiration, a new spark in the planning stages of how to take this idea and move forward with it, right? You had to go within, you had to take a cosmic time out. Maybe you stepped back from the world. Maybe you took a break, took a rest. Maybe you cut everybody off and just rested because look, you are so protected. You are so surrounded, right? This is like a cosmic timeout so that you can heal yourself, so that you can heal this energy here, okay? Last one that came out in that little flying cards, circus is the Fool. So this is giving you a new beginning. This is giving you a new way to move forward. This is also, I believe, with the Hierophant card, this is a new way for you to educate others on how to do this. So you may be, getting ready to teach. Someone's going to want to know how you did this. This is such a beautiful, beautiful reading today because you have overcome this mindset, this lack mindset that came from self-doubt and despair and fear. And you are ending this cycle and moving forward in new and beautiful ways. And you will be showing others how to do this, okay? Good you. Good you. All right, I'm going to end this reading right here because I don't think there's anything else to say. And I'm not feeling compelled to pick up the cards. So thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe. I hope this gets to the right person, to the right people, because I do feel like a lot of us are going through this right now. This huge, huge shift out of this lack mindset into abundance and new beginnings. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.